Hello guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2. So last time we found our partner, well I picked my partner rather, and it's good old Jaden Yuki, and we had 3 duels of which I won 1 and lost 2. Only one of them I won with Jaden. I lost on my own, and I also lost with Jaden against Chaz and Bastion. Not quite gonna go for revenge yet, but there is one more team we've yet to duel here. That is Bright and Tristan. Let's talk to them and see what I have to say. Hi Matt, do you have something to ask me? Make sure you don't slack off from your chores. Okay. Tristan. Hopefully not Tristan from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, because I want an actual challenge. Do you know Cyrus Truesdale from Slifer Red? I do know Cyrus, yeah. I've heard Cyrus Truesdale has a real older brother. Well, it's a bit weird, because isn't the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! GX meme that everyone knows who Zane is, but no one knows who Cyrus is? Is that meant to be the joke here? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, let's throw down. Play a duel? Definitely. I like your attitude. I like my attitude too, Bright. If memory serves, Bright plays with a burn deck, and I think Tristan has a weird kind of battle position changing deck. I don't know how else to describe it. I won the rock paper scissors, so Jaden can go first. Let's make a pleasant duel. It won't be pleasant when I'm through with you. Okay, decent start. If he knows how to play his cards properly. So that should be Elemental Hero Stratos, the forbidden one. Well, not anymore, but one card from your deck to your hand, well, specifically an Elemental Hero. And yep, he's got the Clayman, which means with Polymerization and Miracle Fusion, probably a double Thunder Giant. I definitely approve of this start. See, when Jaden has a really good hand, duels become fairly easy. Of course, that's assuming the opponent doesn't have any good trap cards, which, when we dueled Chaz and Bastion, was exactly the case. Very nice, we got 5,800 attack points worth of monster on the field. And a hero signal just in case. Now Bright's deck is a burn deck, like I believe I remember. And she's not going to be able to do much to stop us here. Monster face down. 2 cards face down. No big problems here. And ooh, looks like we have even more license to bring on the pain, because I've got Berserk Gorilla, it's another 2k worth, and even more so I've got Fairy Meteor Crush, which I can add to one of the Thunder Giants. And let's go do some damage of our own. We'll use this Thunder Giant to kill whatever's face down. There's Koala, it's going to hurt a little bit. For both of us, I suppose, because we lose 400, I think, for each card in our hand. Yeah, that's fine. And we should have enough to almost win, but she has Dimension Wall, which she probably should have saved for one of the other cards attacking, which means I take the damage instead of her. Probably should have saved that for either, well, should have saved that for Thunder Giant. Unless she has something special planned, but I really doubt it. Okay, that is good. I mean, the lead doesn't look like that much, but if you look at the field, it's pretty obvious who's winning. And 2 more insurance policy face downs. Let's see what Tristan's got. Just a face down monster. And 2 cards face down. So hopefully, if all goes well, we should win this turn. I think this will be, well, we only want 1 other tag duel, so this will be the quickest win, if indeed we do win this turn. Alright, Thunder Giant attacking Cross Clown, not going to be much of a threat. So that should be the duel done. He's going to take the slow approach. He's going to go Stratos first. I definitely approve of this. And finish him off with the Thunder Giant. Nice and easy dub. Oof, I lost. Oh, the glasses are off. That's how you know an anime character has admitted defeat. Oh, some nice DP. We cleared the challenge of causing 10k or more points of damage in a duel. Thanks to Jaden stalling, or Jaden attacking with the monsters in a particular order so that they did 10k plus worth. You got the best of me. You're some duelist, Matt. Well, can't really take too much credit for that. Jaden pretty much set it up. Okay, so before we do the next thing, we're going to go to the deck edit screen, because we are about to start class, and in this game class is pretty different to how it is in real life, in the sense that well, you'll see. But basically, I'm trying to build a deck that's optimized to take down opponents with a low amount of life points. Honestly, I don't think there's anything I need to change from my current deck. I think I do need all of these cards. Let's save it anyway. Let's rename it first. And let's delete circle. I'm gonna call it Ninja for reasons you're about to find out. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, I've saved it like that, but I've just realised I forgot to check the side deck to see if there was any cards that would help. No, I think we're good. Okay, so if I remember right, we have the chance to talk to Lyoside, who we dueled in our very first duel, and we can advance time to when class starts. Getting to the classroom before class, I see. I'm impressed. Want to kill time and attend class? Yeah, why not? Jaden will hate me, but class is fun in this game. Attention! Is everyone here? It's time for the first day of class for the partner survival duels. What a fun class we have in store. Let's begin. Sheesh, Crowler sure gets all happy when it's class time. Yeah, and today it looks like he's having a little too much fun. I know Professor Felonius 5% will have special classes while the partner survival duels are taking place, but I wouldn't have imagined this. Oh. Huh? Imagined what? You've been finding many underground facilities on this island. Now that you mention it, I guess the 3 phantom beasts that cause havoc are still sealed away under this island somewhere. Exploring these underground facilities is what we'll be doing in class. What? But isn't that dangerous? The ethics committee at Duel Academy is safely conducting everything. I promise you'll be safe. While the partner survival duels are taking place, we'll spend our class time searching the underground. Crikey, this academy has some really intense ways of studying dueling. Look at the underground of this island should be stratigraphically interesting. That's right, it's a worthwhile task. Besides, maybe there's even treasure underground too. If we run into any punks, teach them a lesson and duel them. Man, I thought he said the underground was safe. Treasure? Okay guys, I think I'm back. I think I disconnected for like a minute. But I think I'm back. Fortunately OBS told me I was disconnected. What a handy feature, eh? Anyway, I'll continue. Well then, we're off. Okay, so class, right? Yeah, okay, let's go to the basement and see what we can find. So, in the basement, we will be dueling against ninjas, which have very low life points, and we're basically searching for whatever kind of treasure we can find. So we get to choose one of these 5 platforms to start on, and then every time there's like a turn in the paths, as you can see in the middle there, we have to take that turn. So I'm kind of looking at the path. So if I start here where I am, I go right a bit, go down, then right, face 1 ninja, 2 ninjas, 3, 4, 5 ninjas, and no treasure at all. However, if I start from number 2, there's 2 treasures in a row, 2 ninjas, and that's it. So 2 treasures and 2 ninjas is the best one. Third one, 1 ninja, 1 treasure, 3 ninjas. And 4, we've got 1 ninja, 1 treasure, 2 ninjas, and 3 treasures. So I think 4 is the best one, and 5 gives you 1 treasure and about 3 ninjas. So I'm going to start at platform 4. And let's start and face our first ever ninja. So we have a very limited amount of life points as well, and our life points never go up, I should mention. So, not never, but you need to pick up items in the treasure chest that can potentially give you more life points if you lose them. But generally this is kind of like a see how long you can last run. So he's got Dekoichi, the Battle Chanted Locomotive, and 2 face downs. I could potentially win this right here. So let's try and do that with Hysteric Fairy. And attack his Dekoichi. And there it is. Not all of the duels are this easy. It depends on what kind of hand you're given. Sometimes your opponent plays defensive and you don't want to risk it. So, okay, so we found a rice ball in our first chest. So if we had lost life points, the rice ball would replenish some of them. That's what food items do. And yeah, we've got another duel. He's going to start. Upstart Goblin, that's the card you want to see when you're dueling these guys, because he gets to draw a card but you get 1k life points. You don't get to keep them on for the next duel, but for the remainder of this duel, it's very helpful. So a monster and 2 cards face down. Trying to remember what I have in my deck, and if there's anything that Rescue Cat can search that can win us the duel in 1 turn. I don't think so. So we'll go with Muka Muka, which starts with 600 attack, but gains 300 for every card in my hand, so 2100. And let's attack that monster. Should be pretty safe. Dark Mimic level 1, he gets to draw another card. Otherwise, not much else. And we'll set this Thunder of Ruler card. I think it's worth it to lower Muka Muka's attack by a little bit. Reckless Greed, so he draws 2 more, but he doesn't draw for 2 turns. Drag down into the grave. This guy's deck is all about drawing, it seems. So we both look at each other's hands, pick one to discard, and then each player draws. He's got rid of my Rescue Cat. I mean, none of these cards is really much of a threat. I'm going to take away his Legacy of Yatagarasu, just to stop him from drawing a card. And he drew another Drag Down into the Grave because that wasn't there before. My Nintendog's dead. I mean, again, none of these cards really a threat. Let's get rid of this one. This is the Koichi. Good Goblin Housekeeping. So he gets to draw cards equal to the number of Good Goblin Housekeeping cards in his graveyard plus 1. Since he has 0, he gets to draw 1 card. And then put a card in the bottom of the deck. He drew Upstart Goblin. So that's another 1k life points our way. Face down monster and a face down card. I'd imagine that is... well, it doesn't matter what it is because we drew Shield Crush. So we can instantly take that down. Shield Crush, a very useful card for the underground duels. There is Dark Mimic LV3. Can summon Hysteric Fairy for a little bit more attack strength. And yeah, Muka Muka can attack for game. And that's another ninja down. Okay, now we got a few bits of treasure in a row, so battery. I don't know what happens, you can see the battery gauge at the top right corner, but I don't think I've ever had it happen where it runs out of battery. I'm curious as to what happens. I think it's to stop you from progressing too far down in a row. And the Super chest has got a sandwich. Red chests are basically better chests, so a sandwich is like a better version of the rice ball. But that's not really helping us. So all the treasure, but nothing actually that was helpful. And when we go down floors, we don't get to pick where we start. Just have to carry on from the same part as we went down. So let's fight this guy. Okay. I'm gonna play Muka Muka once again. And I'm gonna play Vengeful Bog Spirit just in case. So monsters on the field can't attack in the turn they're summoned. So just in case he has something really good, I'm safe. Very precautious move, but yeah, monster face down, 2 cards face down, that's no problem at all. Because I've got a clever move up my sleeve. I think it's clever anyway. Yeah, let's play back to square one. Discard this behemoth. And send whatever monster he has to the top of his deck. Then we can remove behemoth. summon the Rock Spirit. Then I can also summon Goggle Golem. I realize Muka Muka's attack got crippled by this move, but it doesn't matter because he could just attack the game anyway. I don't know if all that other stuff was kind of extra. But you never know, he could have had like a trap card that negates one attack, so yeah, we found a ladder. Sometimes you find stuff after winning a duel. Ladders allow you to move from one platform to the other, but I don't really want to use them. I just like kind of dealing with the hand I'm dealt, if that makes sense. I only like to pick at the start. Okay. So I guess it's gonna have to be Giant Soldier of Stone face down, and Trap Hole and Shadow Spell should keep us safe. I mean, we've got back to square one, so we do have an easy win if he does something like that. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. That is not good. He's just played Mass Driver, which allows him to tribute one monster to deal 400 points of damage, and we only start with 300. So that means it's over. I can't stop this. And if I had summoned Des Wombat, which is in my hand, we would have been immune from effect damage. So that is a huge, huge L. And yeah, that happens. As we level up, we'll start off with more life points, but yeah, that sucks. And I think you lose all of the, because you can find cards and gems down here. I think if you lose all of those things. But we still get a bit of DP for going down. You're free to go. Class wouldn't be so boring if we could duel. Jaden, I don't know what you've been doing that underground, but I've been dueling a lot of people. Oh well, let's go, Matt. Jaden, man. Okay, so let's take a little adventure to our next location. Let's have a look at the cliff. And not to jump off it, just to look around. To pick up the 3 cards. There's quite a few duelists here, including one very familiar face. Shadow Tamer, not the best card in the world. Could be good for specific decks. Panther Warrior, not that great. Warrior Lady of a Wasteland could be useful. And Hain, that is useful. Swordsman from a Foreign Land, not very good. One more. Karate Man. Bit of a risky card to use. I personally don't love it. Okay, let's edit the deck. Because I picked up some okay cards. Hain is a card that I particularly want to add to both decks. Its flip effect lets you return a monster back to its owner's hand, so that can be very useful. Keep forgetting which button corresponds to which. There we go. And then we'll load up our starting deck and also put Hain in that. And save. I know both decks are the same for now, but eventually that's going to change once we pick up some more cards. So we'll do a couple more duels for this episode, and we'll start off with Jairi and Hyde. So let's talk to Jairi. Do you know Mrs. Fontaine? what a great teacher. Just thinking about her, like a trap card to my heart. Oh man, I've got to use that one. It's a great pickup line. Okay, so... Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's just that I'm so tense. Oh boy. Jairi, you look like a kid. You really shouldn't be feeling that much emotion towards her, but whatever. Let's talk to Hyde. Are there any students that get on your nerves? I've got one. He's from Raw Yellow, named Bastion Mazar. Hey, don't be hating on Bastion. Bastion's a baller. Okay? Bastion is a baller. So we did the best on the exam and is the best in every sport. It still doesn't mean he can beat me. Is Bastion good at sport in GX? I remember one episode where they're playing baseball and Bastion's bragging how he's got like the best pitch, and I can't remember if he actually like struck Jaden out or whatever. I think he may have. That's all I can remember in terms of Bastion and sports. And he did. There was another episode where he was doing like card exercises with Cyrus and Tyranno, where they were like drawing cards early in the morning. I don't know if that counts as sport, but anyway, let's duel these fellas. Okay, it's my turn. Oh, did I jump the gun? Oh, this guy's a nervous wreck. Okay, nice. So if I remember, I think Jairi has a deck based on the Allure Queen series, and Hyde basically, yeah, Super Strength 1. It's basically like a deck full of cards with really high attack points. The ones that switch into defense mode, like Goblin Attack Force and those cards. Jaden, not the best hand, but at least he has a Wild Heart to play face down and a Mirror Force to back us up. See what Jairi has to offer. The Allied Forces, that's a pretty good card. So all of his warriors gain 200 attack points for each warrior and spellcast type monster he has. And there's Queen's Bodyguard, which gets an automatic 200 bonus. And that's going to be enough to destroy Wild Heart unless Jaden elects to use Mirror Force. And that's exactly what he does. And oh, that's it. Not even a face down. So an early chance to get at him here. Interesting options. But we're definitely switching Wild Heart into attack mode. So let's do that. Now I could summon either Inaba White Rabbit or Jakujire Panda. Panda's a bit better, but is a little unsafe to play in attack mode. Inaba White Rabbit though will go back to my hand. Gonna risk for Panda. And yeah, Panda, I don't know, whack him with your bamboo stick or something. That'll do. Wild Heart, I guess he just has a sword, doesn't he? Nothing too special about him. Okay, and we'll play these two face down. And that will do it. Although, I'm pretty sure Hyde will have a monster that can take either of them down. But if it switches to defense mode, it shouldn't be too bad. So there is the Goblin Attack Force. And he's choosing not to attack. Probably a wise move. And his Goblin Attack Force actually does gain some attack points. I'm going to Dust Tornado one of his face downs. Just because I don't trust it. Doing it now so he can't activate it in response. No, I don't think so. I got rid of skill drain, which would have really helped him. It would stop his big monsters from turning to defense mode, as well as ruining all of our effects. And Jaden switches everything to defense mode and sets another wild heart. So pretty strong defense. What's Jairi got? He's got DD Assailant. Now both Fat and Goblin Attack Force will gain 400. Allied forces, maybe I should have destroyed that. Assailant's going to kill Wild Heart. That Assailant is going to be a bit of a problem down the line. I'm not sure what to do here. Got a Wild Heart, we've got Kurogane. Could summon the Rock Spirit. That wouldn't really help though. Another White Rabbit could land an attack on them, and that might work. Gonna go really defensive here and stall for some better cards. So we'll play Muka Muka face down, and then play Stray Lambs to summon 2 more lamb tokens in defense mode. That should give us some protection. What's Hyde got? An Indomitable Fighter Lele, pretty much the same as Goblin Attack Force. But it's a Beast Warrior, so no bonuses from the allied forces. What's he attacking? The Panda. Yeah, I guess there's not much I can do about that. I could bring it back though, and it has 2300 attack points. Could potentially help. But I'll leave that up to Jaden. Okay, he's going to play his Avion face down, and then he's going to play Miracle Fusion just for a Wild Wingman. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess if he just plays it in defense mode and destroys the allied forces, then Wild Wingman has enough defense points to withstand their attacks. That would make sense, but of course he doesn't do that. Gonna add 1 to the Jaden facepalm count. And he's got another Queen's Bodyguard. It's another warrior type monster, so now they all gain 600. This is not looking good. The Assailant will destroy Muka. And Queen's Bodyguard will take out Wild Heart. He's left Wild Wingman. Okay, no he's not. Goblin Attack Force is taking out Wild Wingman and is switching to defense mode. And that's all he's doing. Right, so this looks really bad, but I think I've spotted a weakness. Okay, so his highest attack is 2900 at the moment. Okay, that's still not enough. Unless I attack... yeah, I can take out Goblin Attack Force easy. Right, so we're gonna spiritual... hold on, let me think about this. Actually, no, this will help. This will definitely help. Spiritual Earth Arc Kurogane, which lets me tribute an Earth monster to bring back another one level 4 or lower from my graveyard. So I'll happily dish a lamb token and bring back the Panda. And Panda gains 500 attack points for each monster he has. So that's 2800. And while his Goblin Attack Force is chilling in defense mode, I think taking out would be a very good idea. Plus, it also has piercing, so for anyone new to Yu-Gi-Oh, that means if its attack points is higher than the monster's defense points, the difference is dealt as damage, even though that would normally not be the case. So it's basically like a direct attack. and he's almost dead. If I do that to him again, he'll be left with 100. So Panda loses 500, but these guys lose 200 because there's one less warrior. There's one part of this move I forgot to do, which was summon the rabbit. You can attack directly and go back to my hand. But oh well, we live and learn. But Hyde might have another warrior. He has a shield crush. He's gonna kill my lamb token. I'm not too upset about that. And he plays a monster face down, switches all his monsters to defense mode because he's stupidly given my panda another 500 attack points. Jaden can almost end this duel if he's smart. If he takes out the Lele, which has 0 defense, he's doing that. That's 2,800 more points. So all Panda has to do is attack one more thing, and we'll turn this all around. Set the morphing jar, set all the cards face down, so if morphing jar gets flipped, then Jaden doesn't have to discard, he just gets 5 new cards. Jaire's going for the destiny draw. He's going to attack with Assailant. And it's going to be the morphing jar. So whatever he's drawn with his destiny draw, I think that's the first destiny draw we've seen, by the way. I know we got one. It's the first time the opponents have used one. So whatever card he drew with his destiny draw is now going to be discarded. So both players discard their hands and draw 5 cards. So premature burial, I think it was. And he plays another monster face down, a card face down. Ends his turn. So the face down card he's played is so far the only threat, because that Queen's Bodyguard is looking very tasty. In fact, an Arbor White Rabbit even could wipe him out. Got the Rock Spirit as well. Premature Burial could bring something back. Do we really need it? Not really. Got a Shallow Grave. Now let's just keep it simple. An Arbor White Rabbit. And let's just give the rabbit a game-winning kill. Final kill cam. An Arbor White Rabbit. I've seen this card attack in the anime. When Noah played a spirit deck in the Virtual World arc. An Arbor White Rabbit basically hopped over everything and jabbed him in the back. So I'd imagine that's what's going to happen to poor old Jaire here. What? I lost? We just ruined this guy's confidence, man. He was having such confidence issues. But yeah, got another win. I lost. Lost I have. I've got to relax. Next time I'll relax more. Let's duel again sometime. Alright. Awesome. So one more duel. There's literally only 2 more couples left here, right? Calling them couples because they are 2 people. Not like that, okay? Not like that. Alright, we're gonna duel against Cyrus and Viga. I didn't expect to duel against another main character 2 episodes in a row, but let's talk to Cyrus first. Hey Matt, how are you? Everyone thinks I'm weak, so they're always trying to duel me. Oh man, we're gonna ask him to duel us after that. Hell yeah. I don't let them win. Okay, he's got a little bit of confidence at least. Hey Cyrus, you know there's this one guy back of the classroom, what was his name? Tristan, who was talking about you. Just to let you know. Viga. Let's talk to Viga. I think duels are just the most marvelous thing. A fight of will and skill to the bitter end. It's just fabulous. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Alright. So yeah, Cyrus, we are going to ask you to duel because we think you're weak. Especially Jaden. He hates your guts. A duel? Sure. And we'll tag it up. Let's go with paper. The winning streak continues. Well, not paper scissors, I mean. Winning streak, yeah, we've only really won 2 in a row. We lost the last duel of last episode. I'm not counting the ninjas as part of the streak. Haha, there's no escape. The only exit is right in front of you. Alright, we'll just knock him out and walk past him then. No problem. Alright, I think it's a pretty good hand by Jaden. Yeah, very good hand. Captain Gold, fetch Skyscraper. The emergency call. We'll probably go for Avian, I think. Sparkman, okay. Ooh, I'm excited now because we're about to see our first card animation, I think. Maybe. Actually, it depends. If Reinforcement of the Army gets Wild Heart, okay, he'll summon Wild Edge. Skyscraper, very nice. And then he's gonna play Polymerization to fuse Wild Heart and King of the Swamp, summon in his Blade Edge to bring out the Wild Edge. This didn't work out too well against Chaz and Bastion. They just kept using traps to blow it up, but this is a very useful card. And Sparkman should be able to back him up. Okay, good first turn, Jaden. Happy with that. I forgot to mention what Viger's deck is. Well, Cyrus's deck is Roids, which are basically machine monsters that look like vehicles. Viger has a pretty similar deck to Hyde, just like high attack monsters that switch into defense mode. I could be wrong. Well, no surprises, hopefully, from Cyrus. Just playing a monster face down and 2 cards face down. Nothing scary as expected. I don't think Cyrus is one of the greatest duelists ever in this game. Have a behemoth. Let's save it. Let's go Giant Soldier of Stone. Let's just go all out attack. We'll attack with a Sparkman. We'll go with a middle option. Cyrus is playing Widespread Ruin. Damn, so Widespread Ruin destroys the monster on our field with the highest attack. So once again, Wild Edge does not get a chance to shine. And there goes Ambulance Roid though. Giant Soldier of Stone will attack directly. Nope, he's playing Sakuretsu Armor. I don't know why he didn't do that. Okay, he wanted to play Widespread Ruin when Sparkman attacked. He's going to play Sakuretsu Armor to take out Stone Soldier. At least that's 2 trap cards blown. And we've got a couple of our own. Thunder of Ruler and Solemn Judgment. Let's see if I was right about Viger's deck. Let's not use the Thunder yet. Reinforcement of the Army. Let's him get a Warrior. Exiled Force. That could be troublesome. He's going for Gaga Gigo. Now, considering Jaden's only got a Burstinatrix in his hand, I'm tempted to Solemn Judgment this. No, because we have Skyscraper and Burstinatrix can attack it and gain 1k. That's something I forget a lot, so we're going to let that slide. And yeah, Gaga Gigo will take out Sparkman. There's a whole series to that card, by the way, very interesting if you want to look it up. And he plays a card face down. Okay, Jaden brings out the Burstinatrix. And with the help of Skyscraper, should be able to take down Gagagigo. Nice. And then a face down. See what Cyrus has. Hopefully no more trap cards. Premature Burial. Okay, he's going to bring back Gagagigo. It could be a problem. Jaden does have Mirror Gate, which at least trades the damage. But I'm curious, if he plays Mirror Gate, which will swap those two monsters around, is Burstinatrix considered the one attacker? I'm not sure, because I'm wondering whether Burstinatrix will then get boosted by Skyscraper. No, doesn't switch which monster's attacking. So Cyrus will take the damage, but Burstinatrix is still the monster that dies. Face down card, end turn. What have I got? Not too much. Ninkendog is okay. But it's not really good enough. We have a Thunder of Ruler we can use to deny them a battle phase. Do I use it now? Is there anything Rescue Cat can get that can... You know what? I think there is. Summon out Rescue Cat. I think there's a combination of monsters that can do enough to take out his Gagagigo. So we get 2 beast monsters, level 3 or lower. Yeah. So I can bring out DD Crazy Beast, which has 1400. And I can bring out Melis Radiant. Wait. Okay, Gagagigo's water. Okay, that's going to be fine then. So Melis Radiant has an effect that gives all earth monsters 500 attack. So that should give Crazy Beast just enough attack points to take out Gagagigo. They'll both be destroyed at the end of the turn, but so it's a good trade. And this time, thanks to Crazy Beast's effect, it gets removed from play. So unless you have a card that brings back removed from play cards, we won't be seeing that again. And we might as well attack with Melis Radiant while we're here. Nice. We're going to be wide open for the next turn. And Jaden has like nothing in his hand, so... Let's hope Viger doesn't have anything else too strong. We'll hold on to that for now. Okay, Marauding Captain. Ooh. And that's going to let him summon another level 4 or lower monster from his hand. This card really became OP when Synchros came out. It was basically a free Synchro summon. Exiled Force. That could be a problem, because Marauding Captain will only let us attack it, meaning if you attack it, Exiled Force can tribute itself to destroy whatever you summon. Okay, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I think we'll be okay. I think we have enough cards. Not if you're drawing Blade Edge. I hope Jaden uses the Thunder of Ruler now, because we could be taking some damage. Yeah. Good move, Jaden, I approve. So that battle phase is skipped. He's tributing Exiled Force to play a monster face down. Now that could be either UFO Roid or Rescue Roid, but nothing above 1800. So that's actually, I'm very happy with that move. I'm going to save back to square one for later, just in case something more terrifying comes out. for now, Morning Captain's 400. We could be cheeky and use Des Lacuda, but that's a bit risky, so we'll bring out the Nintendo. I keep saying Nintendo. Like the game. And Nintendo. Should I just call it Nintendo from now on? I'm going to attack the Marauding Captain because that's a guaranteed destruction. And I'm going to end. Just because I'm not sure. If that's UFO-roid, then I don't really want to waste back to square one on it. Okay, Vigo's got the warrior returning alive. He could bring back Exiled Force and cause all kinds of problems. And that's what he's going to do. But he's going to set a monster. He's not going to kamikaze his Exiled Force. Okay, Jaden, what have you got? Another Wild Heart. He's going to attack the... Oh, didn't even summon Exiled Force. Don't know why he didn't, but I'll take it. He's going to set the Wild Heart because he's scared of what that face down monster is. He doesn't know Cyrus's deck as well as he thinks. It was Rescue Roid, to be fair. And by switching into attack mode, Cyrus has made a big goof and made it vulnerable. And he's not even going to kill the Wild Heart for it. He's playing a monster face down. This could be a turning point. Now, we have Behemoth, which we can summon, but I want to clear Cyrus's field, so I want 2 monsters on the field. Actually, I want to get this Des Lacuda going as well. So I'm going to summon Des Lacuda. Could be a bit risky. Let's do it. Let's switch Wild Heart into attack mode. Let's go on a rampage. Ninkendog can take out Rescue Roid. Hopefully Wild Heart has enough to destroy whatever this is. No, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Skyscraper. Oh, I could have used Wild Heart to take out Rescue Roid. It's a bit of an oversight by me. I keep forgetting about Skyscraper. Des Lacuda will still get the attack directly. I don't know, how would a camel attack someone? Just like, is that sand near his mouth? Maybe just spit sand at Cyrus, potentially. Des Lacuda can flip itself face down once a turn, so I won't be taking any damage if someone wants to destroy it. And when it gets flipped, we get to draw a card, so it's basically a nice little draw engine. Unless, of course, your opponent has Nobleman of Crossout, which removes from play any face down monster. It's okay, I'm not willing to give up half my life points to stop that. Premature Burial, potentially I might. What have you got in your graveyard? Drill Roid and Rescue Roid. I feel like either of those cards we can get over. So I'm not going to waste Solemn Judgment on that. I can use it on the summoning anyway, in case I forgot something, yeah. So I'll let him bring back his Rescue Roid. Oops, I forget what the card face down is. Oh yeah. I just talked about it. And Rescue Roid can take out the Wild Heart. It's not too much of a big deal. We still have a Ninkendog. He's gonna play a monster face down, and end his turn. Okay, Jaden pretty much playing off his draw at the moment. He's gonna discard King of the Swamp for Poly. So I guess if we get another Wild Heart, it could be a nice little fusion. But for now, Ninkendog will take out Rescue Roid. Okay, and now Cyrus, who's probably a little bit of a thorn in the side. I didn't expect him to be this good. He's actually tributing that face down for another face down. I think he's played a trap card face down. A little anxious. Could be another Rescueroid. It could also be UFO-roid. Now, that was Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu be tributed. He could have flipped it first to get an equip spell from his deck to his hand, I believe. I mean, maybe there isn't one in his deck, but we could summon Behemoth, the king of all animals. So you can summon it with 1 tribute, and then if you do, its attack becomes 2,000. Which would be enough to run over whatever Cyrus has face down. Or just go back to square one and send Cyrus's card to the top of his deck. Or both. I'm gonna take the Behemoth route here. So tribute in Kendog for a little bit of an attack upgrade. And yeah, we also get to bring back a beast monster from our graveyard to our hand for each monster tributed. So I guess I'll take DD Crazy Beast. We've got Fairy Meteor Crush as well. And Cyrus is going to stop that with MST. That's going to negate Fairy Meteor Crush. I'm not that desperate to keep it, so you have it, Cyrus. I was worried your face down was something that could actually stop me. Behemoth can attack that. Oh, he has compulsory evacuation device. That is not so good. So we can send Behemoth back to my hand. Now I could Solemn Judgment this, and that wouldn't be the worst possible use. But I do have backup with that Embodiment of a Purpose card. So I'm not gonna burn my Solemn just yet. You can play this card face down, Embodiment of a Purpose. It's a trap card that can double as a monster. If you don't know what a trap monster is, so you can activate it as a trap card and then it turns into a monster. Then it's got 1800 defense, so I almost ended my turn without playing it. So that could be pretty useful. And Viger's going to switch that into attack mode, and it is indeed Rescueroid. I'm not going to Solemn Judgment that. But let's use Embodiment of a Purpose. And that gets summoned in defense mode. This card was used by Odeon, I believe, in the anime when he dueled Joey pretending to be Merrick. He used 3 of these, I believe. Jaden, there's the big pull. Miracle Fusion, he's been waiting for that all duel. What's he going to use it on? It's going to be Wild Heart and King of the Swamp as Blade Edge, and he's going to summon a second Wild Edge of the duel. And awesome. It's not quite going to be enough to win us a duel. It's going to be pretty close. Wild Edge attacks. Supercharge. Okay, that's fine. So that just means when a Void monster is attacked, he gets to draw 2 cards. I very much doubt they'll save you, buddy. In fact, I don't think you'll even get the chance to play him. An Embodiment of a Purpose will attack directly. Okay. And now, Cyrus. Can you produce any sort of comeback? Oh, he's going brave. Summoning Steamroid in attack mode. That's only going to be temporary. I mean, he can attack Apopis and Steamroid will gain 500 when it attacks. But when it gets attacked by Wild Edge in the next turn, it will lose 500, enough to win the duel. So I guess Cyrus is probably just doing this for the sake of dealing a bit more damage to us. Which is fair enough, I'd probably do the same thing. But if he thinks that's going to win in the duel, he is sadly mistaken. I mean, I could even play back to square one here. Not going to. Just going to summon out the Warrior Digrapher. Just to showcase how Steamroid's effect can be negative, I'm going to use Warrior Digrapher to attack his Steamroid. Don't be so happy about that, Cyrus. Your monster is getting creamed. Wild Edge, why don't you seal the deal? Awesome. So 3 duels, 3 wins, coming back from the L-dominated last episode. And we've beaten all 3 of our tag duel opponents today. We got a little... we took a disappointing defeat to one of the ninjas. There was very... I say there was very little I could do to avoid that. There was a move I could have done, but it would have taken a very wild guess for me to think that would work. I lost. Man, you're good. Oh, poor Cyrus. But yeah, as we take out the blue-haired freak, I'm gonna end this stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, next time we'll at the very least take on Aite and Yumi, and then we'll go somewhere else, pick up some more cards maybe, and duel some more peeps. But for now, peace.